Welcome back to Lift Your Monday. I'm very excited you guys are back. It's been a crazy, crazy week. I've actually just traveled out to Orange Beach, Alabama, and I am with the women's soccer team at Nationals. It is a really, really cool experience. It's been fun. I hope you guys had a phenomenal week, and I hope you guys are about to have a great Monday. It is always a great time to have a great Monday. It's been busy. But last time we had a great talk with Michaela. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I got a lot of good feedback, and it blew up on YouTube. Well, I think it blew up. Had probably the most views we've had on any video, and it was really cool. I saw a lot of people sharing. I saw a lot of people putting comments, sending me messages and stuff that haven't sent me anything before. So that was really cool. It's growing, and I like it. I like where the direction we're going. Before we get started, guys, if you're a Hastings College student and you want one of these Human Performance shirts, you can get one. You just need to go to ValenceClothing.com. Go to the Hastings button at the top, then type in Broncos 1882. That will connect you to our clothing. There's black, gray, and crimson. Get it there. Also, if you just want any great workout gear, Valence Clothing has it all. It's phenomenal. I use it. It's literally the only thing I use for coaching and lifting and everyday wear. Now, it's really, really good. It's comfortable. It's breathable. It's not constricting. It's perfect, guys. Check it out. They don't pay me anything to say this. Honestly, I just really, really like this clothing, and I fully, fully support it. So please check it out. Also, if you haven't got a chance, go submit a question on our website. It's qooh.me/liftyourmonday, qooh.me/liftyourmonday. It's all anonymous, so definitely go suggest a lot of things. That's where I get a lot of my topics, and that's what I use to influence these podcasts. Also, I do a lot of stuff on Instagram. Go follow me at h_jones01. That's where I promote it all, and that's where I'll do little surveys and stuff to see what you guys want to hear or ask you guys to post little questions on there also. So definitely go follow that. Just so you guys know, I'm doing this in a weight room in a hotel. It is not the best situation, but it will have to do. You got to do what you got to do. E+R equals O, it's my event. How do you respond? I'm still going to get this out to you guys. I already skipped 1 week. Can't do another to you. So hopefully you like today. It's all about lifting and different topics around lifting. I got some bones to pick, and then we're going to kind of just kick it at the end. So hope you guys enjoy today. Welcome back to Lift Your Monday, guys. Very excited for you guys to be here. Finally getting into some lifting things. I got a lot of stuff to talk about it. But like I said in the intro, I'm in a hotel weight room. So if people walk in, we're just going to have to improvise and see what happens. I can't kick them out. So somebody might be working out and they just have to listen to the podcast while we're here. I'm very happy you guys are back. Hopefully you guys are enjoying where we're going with these, and hopefully you guys are sharing them still. Please, please, please share them. We've been at a steady pace. Now, if everybody just shared it with one person, that'd be super cool, and we just double. That'd be awesome. But today, I want to talk about a little lifting stuff. I got some bones to pick, and then I'm going to answer some questions I've had, either that I got on my Instagram or that I got on our website, the qooh.me/liftyourmonday. First, guys, if you are a college athlete and you go through your sport, right, you play all season, right? All right, let's take this football, right? You come in early, you have camp, then you go your whole season, right, which is probably going to be 12, 13 weeks, probably a little bit longer. That's not including camp. Then you might have a postseason. So that's another 2, 3, 4 weeks. Guys, when you are done, your body is drained. It's drained. And the thing that bugs us strength coaches the most is when you guys just go straight to the weight room. Like, what are you doing? This is the time for you to relax, cut out everything, just be lazy, let your body recover, let your mental psyche recover, right? This is where you just need to breathe. The last place you need to be is the weight room. Your body is not ready for that. Your mental stamina is not ready. You need to just get away, right? During the season, you're like, man, we just need a break. We just need a break. And then you finally get a break and you go to the weight room. First of all, the stuff you're doing in the weight room is not really going to do anything for you because you're probably going once, twice a week and you're just doing biceps and triceps. Yeah, that looks great. But you're not doing enough and probably not doing it right to the point where you're actually getting anything out of it. It just makes you feel good. That's the honest truth. Sorry to break it to you. Take some time. If you truly want to get something out of those lifting sessions, take 1-2 weeks off, minimum 2 weeks, and then you might actually get something out of those sessions. Honestly, you need to let your body recover, right? You've just been going non-stop since August. You're not ready for that. And then if you did it all summer too, June, July, August, September, October, November, guys, you guys, oh man, you need to get that break. It's the same thing when you're in school, right? You're in school for a little bit of time and you need that break just to breathe. You don't go and start doing working on assignments right when you get out. No, you go take a breath. You go get away. You need that break to just relax you. Man, it's frustrating. And be honest, strength coaches will agree. Yeah, you could go out and go for a run. Yeah, go for a little 20-minute run. That's it. Go play basketball. Go just stay away from the weight room. Stay away from football. Stay away from your sport. Stay away from soccer. If you're done with basketball, don't go play basketball. Go for a run. Do something. Just get away from it. Take a break. You're not going to lose anything, right? You're taking a 1 to 2 week break to just relax. Then you come back and start going at it. Man, I'm not saying don't just be a fat lard, but be a little lazy. Take this time for yourself. Second bone to pick. Now, this could be taken the wrong way in 18 different ways, minimum. But I want you guys to be careful of online trainers, right? And I'm not saying all online trainers are bad, no. But first, if you're talking to somebody who is an online trainer, see what their certifications are. What are their degrees? What are they studying, right? If they're a math teacher who just likes to work out on the weekends, I probably would be just a little skeptical. But check those things out, right? If they're giving you workout plans without even asking anything about your background, what's your medical history, how old you are, what do you do, how many times you worked out before this, how often do you work out before this, what's your diet? If they don't ask you anything like that, be a little skeptical. And here's why. Yes, they probably work out all the time. They probably look great. What they're doing is working for them really, really well. But the problem is not every single thing is going to work for you. It might be a little different. Just because something works for one person doesn't mean it works for another. And we just need to be careful of that and just ask questions. Don't be afraid. You're not going to offend them. If you do offend them, it's not the right person you need to be working with. They should be able to back it up. They should be able to tell you, hey, I've been doing this for this long. I worked with this many people. I have these accreditations. I've went to school for this. I did this. Make sure you're working with official people. And I'm nothing against the people that are doing this, trying to hustle and make their money. Hey, keep doing it. But if you're doing it, don't do it just to make the money. Do it because you want to do it, and do it because you have a joy of doing this. You like working out. You like helping people find that working out will help them and find their love for working out. Don't just do it for the money, because then you do it for the wrong reasons. This job isn't about money. If you're in this job for money, you're in the wrong job. Another thing with that, online trainers, guys, be careful with nutrition and nutrition plans. Um, there's a reason there's very few um, certifications for nutrition, right? RD, registered dietitian, registered nutritionist. Guys, there's a reason you have to go to school for this, because this is not something you can just mess with. A diet might work for somebody, but it might not work for another person. Same with working out. If when it comes to diet, I don't take that lightly. That is something that is very serious and should not just be trusted to somebody you don't know, you just met online. Unless they have some sort of certification, or they're going to school for it, or they've been to school for it, I'm not taking that lightly. Even when my athletes come to me, I'll give them minor dietitian, diet advice, whatever it is, but I'm not going to give them straight up, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, because that's not my field, and I'm liable for that kind of stuff. I do work with a registered dietitian, so I will refer my athletes to her, because that is her field, and that is what she went to school for, and that's what she's certified in. So I'll refer all my athletes to her, because I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to risk them, their lives, their well-being. It's not worth the extra dime or the satisfaction. Oh yeah, I helped them. No, I don't care. I want them to get the absolute best. So please, please, please be careful with that. If you don't know who to talk to, guys, send me messages right away. Please, I will help you. I'll get you in contact with the dietitian I work with. I will do whatever I can. She's amazing. I sat in a meeting with her. Phenomenal. She works really well. She has a plan and she gets it done. So I'm all for it. Now, with this, I don't want you guys to think I'm talking bad about fitness accounts and stuff like that. Guys, I love the fitness accounts, because I think it is promoting a healthy lifestyle in our world, right? We're seeing more of these healthy fitness accounts, right? Working out and all this stuff. Keep doing them, guys. If you have the confidence to do it, do it. That's amazing, right? You're putting that out there. And I'm not saying don't follow the little, hey, this is my little workout, try it out. You have to try that out. Definitely try it out. Half the time, people who send out those workouts, they get half that stuff off the website and they see other people doing it and they try it. Try things out for yourself. I'm not saying don't do things that they're doing. No, guys, it works for them. I'm not saying it won't work for you, but it might work for you. Just be careful with it. Another thing is, don't feel insecure by these accounts at all. 99% of the time, they're out there to help, right? They want you to see, hey, I can do it, you can do it. But 100% of the time, they only want you to see what they want you to see, guys. They're not going to put their bad stuff on there. They're not going to put, oh, yeah, I ate this cheeseburger and all this and that. Yeah, they're going to put their greens and stuff like that. They're going to put, oh, I killed this workout. There's some accounts that do put their fails on there, and I love that. I love when people put their fails of their workouts on there, right? It shows that we're human beings. We're not all perfect workout people. I'm the farthest from it. I'll talk about it later how I bomb a max out squat. Just awful, because my sleeping arrangement I had that night, it was just terrible. But guys, I'm far from it. My last max out, I only went up in one lift, and it's strictly because my form just got better. All my other lifts were either equal or went down a little bit. It's the insecurities we have. It sucks, and the fact that we have them. But I understand where we come from. If you don't think I still don't have those insecurities, you're crazy, right? You should see who I work out. If you don't know Travis Agaga, the dude is freaking ripped, and I'm just trying to look like him. Right? And that's who I lift with. The dude lifts way more than me. So I'm just constantly chasing this dude. And it pushes me to challenge myself, right? Hey, he goes through the same things. He has the same mindset, right? It's not an insecurity to me. I'm challenging myself to just be better. And if you guys ever have problems with that, come talk to me. I'm very open about it. Everybody has their flaws. Nobody's perfect. If somebody says they're perfect, they're wrong. I love that. If you're perfect, you say you're perfect, you're wrong. Like, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their flaws. Everybody has their weaknesses. but it's how you handle them and what you do about it. And always remember, social media is honestly is the killer of that, right? It makes it so much worse. Don't look at that and compare yourself to that. Compare yourself to yourself and where you used to be, right? Especially in the weight room. If you've never been in the weight room and then you get in for a week straight, right? Compare yourself to where you were last week. You weren't working out. Man, that's huge. Guys, just stay up, stay positive. Only compare yourself to yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody else matters. Nobody's looking in that mirror except you. And that's the only person that matters. I always struggle with people who worry about what other people think. And I'm guilty of it too, all the time. And I still work on it. But at the end of the day, those people don't matter, and they won't matter in the future, right? Because if it's really that bothering, they're talking about you, there's something wrong. And that's something they need to deal with, and that's something you can just brush off. And it's hard to brush it off, but we can get to that point. Guys, you'll be so happy, and you'll feel so good if you just can get past it. Man, I'm so worried about what they think, and they think, no, just brush it off, brush it off. I had a couple questions that I want to talk about. The first one was, what about if you have a bad workout or you're just not hitting like the max you want? Like, what do you do? How do you recover from that? Like, how do you recover from that? And the biggest thing for me is it's not your last lift session, right? This isn't your last lift session ever. You're going to be all right, and it's most likely going to show you what you need to work on, which for me, I love that, right? If I don't hit my weight, okay, I know where I'm weak, so now that's what I need to start working on a little more. I need to start hitting that spot, right? My cleans, for me, it's my catch at the bottom is my weakest, and my first pull, right? The first pull off the ground. So for me, what I've been working on is my front squats and really controlling it at the bottom with a heavier weight, and the first pull, and really controlling that and being strong with that, because that's where I'm weak. So I didn't know that until I maxed out. I could feel that, and I saw it. I recorded it. So also, if you guys are maxing out, always record your lifts, guys. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't look weird, right? It's for you, and it helps you. Record those lifts. I think it's one of the most beneficial tools. It's just like watching film. You honestly should be pumped up if you're still hitting that weight, right? It might not be a PR. Not every lift is going to be a PR. We just got to make sure that we're just staying positive with it, right? Find the positives in that little thing, right? Yeah, you might have just failed at that moment, but how can you succeed from there on, right? We are constantly going to fail. If you think the weight room is about being perfect, you are completely misguided and completely wrong. I'm sorry. But the best weightlifters in the world fail. Right? It happens all the time. The best athletes in the world fail. If you think anything is about being perfect, guys, we're just all over this perfect topic today. Nobody's perfect, especially in the weight room. Everything's so technical. One little thing could be off in a lift. You could just not be feeling right? Maybe you just didn't eat right that morning. Maybe it's something, right? Maybe you got a little kink, right? That's going to affect everything, right? Maybe your form's just off just a tiny bit. That's going to affect it. But it's not something to be upset about. Hey, I know where I need to improve for the next time. Boom, then you go back down, work back up, boom, hit that lift. You never know. It's a big E plus R equals O event too. You have to remember, guys, at the end of the day, it's just a lift. It's just a lift. It's not the end of the world. You're going to be able to respond. You're going to be able to go again. You're going to have another chance. Just because you didn't hit one PR one day doesn't end your whole lifting session. I think I see it happen all the time in athletes, right? They don't get the exact weight they want, and then they're just upset the whole lifting session. Guys, you're still getting something out of it, right? You didn't hit the PR. Well, now let's go work on it and get better the rest of the lifting session, right? We're still working. We're still trying to get better. We're athletes. Things happen all the time. You might get a bad call in the game. You can't just be mad and upset the whole time. You're mad and upset the whole time. I guarantee you're probably not going to win that game. everything's about how we respond, and responding in the weight room still needs to happen. And I think for me, I had an experience. I got off a bus from a trip with the women's soccer team. I got off the bus at 3 a.m. I went and slept in the weight room till about 3:50, 4 a.m. Woke up and started lifting right away because I was like, I got to get my lift in at 4 a.m. Right? I got stuff to do. I don't have time. It's a max out week. Got to stick to the schedule. Well, I maxed out on back squat and just bombed. Just wasn't the weight I wanted to hit. I've been working all through this whole program. Felt like I was getting stronger. I had less than 1 hour sleep. Took pre-workout. It was like shaking. Awful idea, guys. If you get no sleep and you take pre-workout, not a good idea. But what I will say is what I took out of it is my form just felt really, really good. That's what I could tell improved was my form. Right? My weight didn't exactly go up, but my form was 10 times better than what it was the last time I hit that PR. Right? It's the same weight, but I felt way more comfortable hitting it this time than I did last time. So for me, that's a win. I took that as a win. I didn't hit the weight I wanted to hit, but I was totally okay. I know where I can improve now, right? I just need to get a little bit stronger. I know what I need to do to get stronger. So I'm going to do it. I've been doing those things, and I'm going to get there. I didn't let that ruin my lift. I started to max out on bench, which I did go up in, right? So I'm not going to let my squat. If I just let my squat affect me, I probably would have ended that whole session and just went home. But I knew I had other stuff to do. I knew it wasn't over. I knew I had the rest of the day. If I let a 4 a.m. training session affect the rest of my day, I might as well just end the whole day. We cannot let little things affect our entire day, right? Our weight session affects a 23-hour rest of your day. Man, we gotta adjust that. It's E plus R equals O. We gotta fix that. We gotta be in control. We gotta 100% control everything. We can't control the events, but we can control how we respond. Can't forget to say that. Another question I got was, how do I hold myself accountable when no one is there to hold me accountable? So they talked about like shooting hoops in the gym. And for me, I remind myself, if I actually want to be great, if I want to reach my goals, if I want to go where I want to go and beyond that, I have to put that in. I have to take the time to do that. For me, it's studying, reading, learning, constantly finding new things, trying new things on myself so I can use it for my athletes. If it doesn't work for me, I'm not going to have my athletes. If I don't like it for me, I'm not going to put it to my athletes, right? I've been working on listening to podcasts, right? I have to push myself. Nobody is there to hold my hand anymore, right? I'm an adult. I'm trying to get a job. If I don't do that, then I'm not going to get what I want to be. I'm going to end up somewhere I just will be miserable at, right? It's the hardest thing. It's honestly the most simple thing in the world and the hardest thing to do. I mean, you can easily push yourself, right? We've had times where we can easily push ourselves, but it's so easy to find reasons why not. And I want you guys to know it's hard, right? It's hard to get that start. It's hard to just go do it, right? Man, I could just stay here and watch another episode of How I Met Your Mother, Friends, right? Or I could go shoot hoops for an hour. Yeah, you can do either, right? Friends, right? I'm already hanging out. I don't have to move. Yeah, but maybe you go shoot hoops for an hour and then you can watch Friends after that, right? Friends isn't going anywhere. Your basketball career is. It's a tough pill to swallow, but that's the truth. At the end of the day, you can only play competitive basketball for so long, right? Yeah, college, maybe a stint professional, great, but at the end of the day, it's over and it's only record. I guarantee you friends will still be there. So it comes down to it. How bad do you truly want it? Because at the end of the day, we always find time to do the things we really want to do, like watch Friends, but we struggle to find times to do the things we kind of want to do, right? Everybody wants to be the best on the team and get all the playing time, but nobody really wants to put in that work. You know, Everybody wants to be Michael Jordan, but nobody wants to stay outside past midnight and just keep shooting hoops for when it's over 2 hours. Nobody wants to stay after practice and run those extra sprints, but everybody wants to be the best on the team. Everybody wants to be the fastest, but nobody wants to put in the strength and conditioning work. Nobody wants to come to the weight room extra and roll out. For me, it comes down to how bad do you really want it. It's hard. It's a mental thing beyond. Probably one of the most hard mental things of sports is pushing past that and thinking, how bad do I really want this? I talk about it all the time, but am I actually really willing to put in the work? I can tell you what it takes to be a championship team, right? I can give you everything, but do you really want to do that? Do you really want to put in all that work to go for that? If you do, I'll support you 100%. I'll give you everything. I'll do everything I can. But if you don't, then I'm not going to, It's how bad do you really want it? There's a reason not everyone is great. There's a reason there's a LeBron James, a Michael Jordan, and a Kobe, right? There's a reason they have their name out for the world, right? There's a reason there's a Derek Jeter. There's a reason there are these people, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning. There's a reason these guys are here. And the reason they'll never be forgotten. Because they put in that work. They separate themselves. They go above and beyond. They go out and work when you don't want to. And they do more than that. We all want to be great. We all want to be the best. But sometimes we don't really want to put in the work to be the best. For me, I think when it comes to holding myself accountable, I set little goals, or I make a plan for the week. Like, hey, I need to set aside an hour here just for reading. Or an hour here, I need to go shoot baskets. An hour here, I need to go lift. An hour here, I need to go do mobility stretching, right? This is my time. I will do it at this time, and I'll hold myself accountable to that. That's a start. And I think that works for me, especially when I'm working out and I'm doing my workout plans. Me and my friend Trevor Goodsell started this. If we wrote it down, we had to do it. So whatever our workout was, if we wrote it down, we had to do it. And this was back when we were just murdering our bodies, honestly. We were putting down the most ridiculous things, and we get to it, we're like, man, I don't know if I really want to do this. And then we said, if we wrote it, we have to do it. So we would do it, and then we'd be happy that we did it after. Right? You'll feel good after you do it. If you do it and you stick to it, you'll feel good you did it after. I guarantee you. Yeah, you might be a little sore. You might be a little upset. And I'm sore, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to be happy you did that. You're going to be happy you took the time to go out and do that. When it comes to holding yourself accountable or self-accountability or going above and beyond, it just comes down to right here in your heart. How bad do you really want it? I mean, there's no better way to put it, and that's just, the truth, right? If you want it, you'll do it. If you don't, you don't. Nobody can make you do it at the end of the day. Then I got a couple questions about, how do you always have motivation to go work out? For me, I think it's easy. And here's why, right? Take this. If you're working out, you're doing it for some reason. There's some reason you're working out. It might be for your team, your sport. It might be for health, or it's because you like it, or it's for looks. But for some reason, you're working out. Nobody just works out just to work out, right? We always do something for a reason. So whatever that reason is, use that to fuel it. If you're working out for a sport and you're working out with a team, that means you're in there with your team. You're grinding with your team. Sorry, not grinding. I don't like the word grinding. We'll talk about that another time. But you're working hard with that team. You're going through it with your team. You're not just doing it alone. That's the beautiful thing about a team is when you look back at those moments like, man, you remember those workouts we had we talk about football all the time. Remember those workouts we had with Sarge and the little things we did, or workouts with Coach Wells and all this stuff. And that's what I remember more than I remember a game, to be honest. Those moments are my favorite because those are the moments I share with my friends, I share with my brothers. Like, that's what I remember. Back in high school, I remember our wrestling training sessions more than I remember wrestling matches. That's, for me, the fact of doing it for a reason is, I feel, all you need, right? If you're doing it for health, what better reason is that? You want to live? Do you want to live a healthy lifestyle? That's huge. It's very, very important that you guys take care of yourselves, and we do this your whole life. I mean, I'm not saying you got to squat 300 pounds your entire life, but you can still work out. You can still be fit. There's always going to be things we don't want to do, but we have to. And if you want to be healthy, you want to be fit, you want to be fit for your sport, you need to work out. And don't look at it as a have to, look at it as a get to. I always say that. This isn't a have to, this is a get to, right? Nobody's forcing you to be a college athlete. You can leave at any time. That's reality. If you truly want to be a college athlete, you have to work out. So if you go in there and you just waste all your workout sessions, I want you to know your strength coach sees that, and your strength coach talks to your coach, and I guarantee you there's something in there like, hey, I don't know what's wrong with this guy, but he's just not here. He just seems checked out, right? The coach knows that. And now that's in their head, right? Yeah, you're doing good on the field, but if you don't put in the work outside, then how do they know that they can hold you accountable? How do they know you're going to be accountable for them when it comes down to it, right? If it's for your sport, it shouldn't matter what it is. If it's going to study lab, if it's working out, if it's doing laundry, if it's anything, you should do it 100 miles an hour. Because no matter what, the coach is going to notice that some way, somehow. And if it's negative, they're going to remember that more. I guarantee you. I think at the end of the day, especially I'm talking about team the most because that's what I experienced the most. But when it comes down to it, having your whole team there going through it with you is just a cool feeling. When you're going through those grueling workouts, those tough ones, it's just nice having them there and them seeing you go through it and you seeing them go through it at the same time and realizing, hey, they have my back. I'm going through this with them. They're going through it with me. Like, we're sweating together. Hopefully we're not bleeding together, But hopefully it's going like it's a hard workout, right? I feel like those are the most bonding moments. The tough situations are where we bond the most. For me, I think working out I think it's just calming, right? That is my release from the world. That's why I do it at 4 a.m., right? I do it at 4 a.m. because it's just me, Coach Agaga, and Coach Wells, and it's just separate from everybody, right? Not saying I don't want to talk to you guys or hang out with you guys. Yes, I love talking to you guys about lifting and all that stuff, but it gives me the chance just to lift and relax and breathe, right? I have nothing to worry about, just my lift. I love it. Then the rest of the day, I get to focus on my teams and my school, and that's it. And I love it. Guys, when I'm in there working out, I relieve so much stress, right? I have nothing to think about. When I step in that weight room, it's my sanctuary. Me and Travis Agaga talk about all the time. It's our sanctuary. That's where we go to cut off the world. And that's what I challenge you guys to do. When you guys step in the weight room, don't worry about anything else but what is inside of there. Because at that time, if you're going to be in there for an hour, the only thing that matters is you and that weight room. When you're with a team, right? A lot of times we have moments where things are going on in our life, and sometimes the last thing we want to do is be around other people or, go to a training session in the weight room. I challenge you to change that mindset, because there's going to be times when you have to go to work and you don't want to be there, right? Something's going on in your life, and, you having a negative attitude might not result in something good, and it might come out bad, right? People notice your body language. People notice how you act. And we always always preach, positivity and staying up. And it's hard sometimes. It is hard, but we always have to make that choice to have a good day or a great day. Control the things we can control. You can control your lifting session. Can't control the lifts. You can control what you do in that lifting session, how you respond to it. If you come in pumped up, if you come in ready to go, you can control that. Well, we're going to end right about now with some positive vibes and just talking a little bit. I really hope you guys are enjoying this podcast. I love making them. It really challenges me, and I think the positive vibes for me are really just, Thanksgiving time, really just be thankful and don't hold it to just Thanksgiving to go out and be, to thank people. I definitely would not be here on my own. I have so many people to be thankful for. Just a couple off the top of my head, obviously my family. I would be absolutely nowhere if it wasn't for them. I love them, and I can't do this without them. And I can't be who I want to be without their love and support. To the strength staff I work with, honestly push me day in and day out. Sometimes it's super frustrating, but I love every second of it because they push me to be a better strength coach, and they push me to make these better, and I'm trying my hardest to make these better. And it's been a real blessing, and I've learned so much. I learn so much every day from both of them, Coach Wells and Travis Agaga, so thank you very much. To all the athletes I work with, I am truly, truly honored to work with every single one of you. It's been amazing, and I would not want to work with anybody else. It's honestly been so fun, and I learn something new every single day that I get to work with you guys, so thank you very much. To the people outside of this, thank you. To the people who listen, thank you. To the people who share, thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. I see every view, I see every listen, so thank you guys very, very much. The comments, everything, thank you. And I cannot forget, thank you to God, because the blessings he's given me in my life, I would never be here without that. So I can't thank him enough every day. I get to wake up on the beach in Alabama for my job, and I'm truly, truly grateful for that, especially when it's snowing in Nebraska during this. But guys, do not forget to tell people thank you, right? Send them a text, shoot them a message, FaceTime them. Everybody loves a good FaceTime. Tell them thank you. It really will make somebody's day. I guarantee it. Also, make sure you guys are staying up with yourselves, staying positive, checking those good day, great days. Check somebody. I challenge you, check somebody. They say, oh, I'm doing all right. Ask them why. And actually care why you're asking why. Don't just say, oh, why? Oh, yeah. No, ask them why and care, right? And say, hey, this is why I think you should have a great day. And then tell them why. Challenge you to tell them why you should have a good day or a great day every day. Little random stuff. Been listening to a little bit of music, and I think if you guys haven't checked out Jon Bellion, check out Jon Bellion because his music is phenomenal. He's just real, and he just put out a new album. Phenomenal, guys. I've seen him live 3 times. Highly suggest it. Also, if you don't like good music, you need to go check out Frank Sinatra, because Frank Sinatra is beautiful, and you need to check that kind of music out. I'm a big music person, so if you ever need music suggestions, definitely hit me up with a message. I can talk about music all day. That's a little random side note about me. I just kind of wanted to just add a little flavor of that. But again, thank you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic Monday. Do not forget to lift your Monday. Do not forget to share this. Do not forget to repost, because that's amazing. I love when you guys do that. I try to post all of them on my Instagram. But thank you, and lift your Monday.